Let's get it.
Family has always been big to me, number one. I mean, my family in general is a trip, man. Like, just downright funny. But we kicks it. And just like any other family, I mean, we play too much, do the unexpected, we fuss and fight, and eventually we all make up. But to be honest, I really don't think I get to see them enough. And now I think I'm down to maybe like once a year visitation. I be gone so long that when I go back, everything just seems different. But when I do see them, the sense of genuine love and the overflow of emotions is always what gets to me. And it always gets me. And really it always gets to me because I'm on my own. And it's not by choice. Like, this life was destined for me. See, what you gotta understand is that this really been my motivation for pretty much everything I've done in my life. I'm the firstborn grandchild, firstborn child, the first of my new generation of my family, like the front runner, the chosen one, if you will. Like, no one in my family had ever gone to college. So something like that to me was mandatory. Like, I had no choice but to be great. Because my legacy is to show everyone that whatever your goal is in life, you can achieve it so long as you remember what your why is. And my why was living for my family. To change the narrative of who we can become in this life, build that generational wealth, and set the new standard. And as great of a man that I have become, with all of the awards, all of my accomplishments and records or whatever, I gotta say that this path I've taken has been a lonely one. I left home at the age of 18 and I haven't been back since. I've lived in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, Cincinnati, Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio twice, Kentucky, Peoria, Illinois, San Antonio, Texas, and I'm in San Diego, California, and I'm only 25. So you can only understand that stability is not something I'm accustomed to. And because of that, I've always felt alone in my journey. It's like I said, no one in my family had ever taken this walk before, so there was no one I truly felt I could relate to about a lot of things. And to be honest, it's a state of depression that's extremely hard to overcome. And it's a story that would have continued until one day I had started to notice something. For a long while, I had someone there with me all through it all. Like, I actually had a best friend that I could talk to about anything. Even if it was just from a distance with all my moving around, it really didn't matter. Because that mental, emotional, and spiritual connection that we had was a motherfucker, boy, I tell you. And when we talked, boy, we wouldn't shut up. It'd be too many laughs, too many corny jokes, which mostly came from me, but I digress. But she was pretty much the highlight of my day. She was the voice that not only was one of comfort and compassion, but one of understanding and love. And I mean, I met an incredible woman, fam. Then like, boom, just like that, I didn't feel alone anymore. And the best part was that I knew she wasn't alone either. Even though our relationship started at a distance, everything was all good and was always good. See, we chose to make it work. Living 1,000 miles away, but we managed to see each other more often than you would think. We go on adventures. I'm in Arkansas or she's in St. Louis. We spend our holidays together, birthday weekends, or just pop up just because we miss each other. And this was going on for about 17 months, and that's not easy. But still, we became closer and closer and fell deeper and deeper in love. I told you, family means everything to me. And she had became a part of my family, and I had became a part of hers. The love we had for one another had a solid foundation. Like, it just came natural. But one thing I know that did not come easy was us actually learning one another once we decided it was time to take our relationship to the next step, and that was to move in together. Now, this was the only option because my career, I knew it wasn't going to take me back to Arkansas, so if we were to be together, then she would have to come with me. And this decision wasn't just for us to make. Our parents was involved in the decision too. Because as a man, I had to look her father in the eyes and say, "Sir, it's all right. You can trust me. I will protect your daughter no matter what." And that's on a whole deeper level that many of y'all can comprehend. But man, all I know is once we got together, fam, we needed 2 TVs in the house because I don't want to watch the Real Housewives of nothing. Why do I gotta watch these mushy ass movies? And I don't understand romantic comedies. Like, I'm out of my element with this. But I was happy to have her with me. And that's all that mattered. That's all that mattered. And you know what else? We kicked it. I mean, it was even more trips, more activities, more adventures. Truly was enjoying the time that we had together. But you know what though? We quickly hit that wall that most couples hit during the stage of a relationship. We've been living together for about 8 months now, and all I know is that I know nothing, and I'm still learning even at this time. It's not as simple as having a roommate there with you, like that's your partner next to you. And for me, it was adjusting from the way that I was used to living, while being on my own for so long, to actually having someone there with me to cater to. See, I thought the whole process was simple. Like, you here, I'm here, we ain't arguing, so we good, right? Wrong. As much as we've communicated, we really missed the mark on covering the critical talking points that are vital to the success of any relationship at this stage. But that's because we've allowed outside stress factors to take up so many positions in our hearts where more love is supposed to be. But I tell you what, that'll never happen again. So to make up for it, I want to show the world the woman behind the scenes, her true beauty, her creative genius, artistic flavor, her beautiful heart, and her kind spirit. So to my family, I'm speaking to you, Kiera Simone Gaston. I want you to know that I love you more than you can ever imagine, and with every fiber of my being. Our soul ties are real, and we both know it to be true. And that's something that I never again undermine or undervalue or make you feel that you're not my equal. Because it's I that have been fighting to get to the level of the person that you are, a true goddess on earth. This is Mac Muscle, in love.